The class of 2022 is probably going to be awarded and be eligible to have a fifth season. More after these messages.
The streets talk about making money ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my mind on the stress, cause they can't give you cloud. If it's bread making, baby, I'ma always go down. Put my work in the streets, rapping shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but a grinder always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the loop. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I came out of the
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with a million copies. Say my name.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club, and shout out to Get That Off Your Chest Podcast. This is a place where we give you the biggest sports stories and be honest with our opinions. No holding back. I'm going to give it to you, like they say, unfiltered. Hey, and today we have a story that could completely change college football, college basketball, the transfers portal, and the future of 1,000 Division I athletes. The federal judge has opened the door for qualifying athletes who began competing during the 2022-2023 school year to receive a fifth season of eligibility. You heard me correctly, a fifth season. But the NCAA fighting back, calling the decision egregiously wrong, and launched the expedited appeal. So, in its final justice for the class of 2022, or in college sports about to fall into a complete roster chaos, only in July the 31st, USA District Judge Charlotte Sweeney in Colorado issued a class-wide preliminary injunction covering certain Division I athletes whose 4 seasons of eligibility ended after the 2025-2026 academic year. Now, let's be precise. This is commonly described as a full ruling for high school class of 2022, but it doesn't automatically include every person who graduated that year. The protected group generally consists of Division I athletes who began competing during the 2022-2023 school year, used for seasons by the end of 2025-2026, and were denied a fifth season under the NCAA's transitional rule. The athletes' argument is straightforward. The class of 2021 received additional eligibility because of the COVID-19, and the athletes entering under the NCAA newer system can potentially play 5 seasons. The class of 2022 believes that it caught in the middle of an unfairly excluded situation. Judge Sweeney concluded that these athletes could suffer irreparable harm without immediate relief. The matters because of the athletes cannot recover of the loss of season after the games have been played, the roster spots have been filled, and the professional opportunities have passed because, as we know, people were still catching COVID in 2022 and they wasn't able to deal with it properly. This is only a preliminary injunction, not the final resolution of the lawsuit. The ruling provided temporary protection while the larger legal battle continues on. The NCAA is not accepting this quietly. The NCAA officials argued that the class-wide decision interferes with the organization's ability to establish uniform eligibility rules. They was warned that bringing experienced athletes back at the last minute could disrupt rosters that coaches have already assembled. Think about a demo effect. Think about a domino effect. Think about a cards in the sway effect. Well, the demolition of it all is that the reconstruction of a roster, a coach has already most times want its seniors to come back. A coach may have promised a scholarship to an incoming freshman. A transfer may have selected a school based on the availability of a player in the playing time. A returning player may have been told that starting position was finally open. Now, imagine an older, physically mature, highly experienced athlete become eligible and return to claim the scholarship of starting the scholarships or the starting position. That this is why, and this is where we are at. The NCAA believes that the ruling could create an instability in the classes with the students and on the teams. And there is another question. And federal judges continue, if they continue on issuing different eligibility decisions in different states, how can the NCAA appropriately go across the nation and how they can actually lay out a national competition under consistent rule book? Under a consistent rule book. The NCAA's strongest argument is that the athletes are not the concern. It's the program, it's the coaches. From the athlete's perspective, this is about more than playing a game. One additional season could mean another year of scholarship support, another year of education, another opportunity to earn NIL compensation, and one final chance to improve professional prospects. For some players, a fifth season could produce better film. For the NFL scouts, for the basketball players, it could mean another opportunity to reach the NCAA tournament or build a career overseas. In athletes, competitive window is extremely limited. If the NCAA prevents somebody from competing now on the court, later decides the rule was unlawful, the athletes cannot travel backwards in time. That is why temporarily the court protection can be so important. The athletes are essentially saying, do not take away our final season while the court is still deciding whether the rule is fair. Whether you agree or don't agree, that is a powerful argument. Because why? The children, the young people, the young men and women will get another opportunity, especially when the world had stopped to do what they have been gifted to do. Now let's discuss this. This is what it could mean on the field or on the court. College football programs could suddenly recognize veteran quarterbacks offensive linemen, defensive backs, and other experienced players who previously believed that their college careers are over. In basketball, one returning veteran can transform an entire team. An experienced point guard or a 20-point scorer could immediately change the conference race and even affect the national championship picture. Programs must now evaluate several difficult questions. Do we preserve opportunities for the freshmen and transfers already on campus? Do we bring back veterans who gives us a better opportunity to win immediately? Can we fit the athletes with our roster and our scholarship limits? And what happens to the players who enter the transfer portal because they believe a veteran was leaving? There has also been an important clarification. A Colorado order does not wipe away every other NCAA restriction. For example, it does not automatically restore eligibility to a football player who signed professional contracts and then changed their minds. See, so this is not just unlimited invitation for every former college athlete to return, but here's where I stand, and I'm gonna let y'all know that I believe that athletes that qualify, for the class of 2022 deserves a serious opportunity to present their case. If the NCAA created a system in which the class before them received extra eligibility and later classes can receive 5 seasons, then the NCAA must clearly explain why this particular group should be left out. What is it about? What is really going on? Come on. But fairness also applies to the current players. Freshmen, transferees, and returning athletes made life-changing decisions based on the rules that existed. It would be unfair to treat their scholarship or opportunities as though they're no longer a matter of the situation. The best answer cannot be let everybody return and allow the schools to figure it out. That's not the best answer. But if the 5th season survives the NCAA appeal, schools may need temporary roster protection so that current players are not pushed aside because of the court decision announced shortly before the season. Protect the athletes seeking relief to protect the players. Also promise opportunities as well. Me, I got a little baby cousin, a niece, actually, that is involved in this type of thing. And she might be able to be allowed a 5th year. So I hope that she does. I'll have her on here featuring with us soon about this subject. Now, I can hear from you. Should the class of 22 receive a 5th year? Is the NCAA protecting college sports or protecting its own control? A veteran player returns. Should schools receive additional roster spots and scholarships so younger players do not lose their opportunities? Put your answer in the comments. Let me know. This is a debatable conversation, man. The NCAA is appealing. The coaches are evaluating the roster, and the athletes are trying to determine whether the college careers are actually over or will it return to what it is. So I'm just saying, man, if y'all would like to do me a favor, hit the like button for this, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like and share this channel. Join the channel. And also, I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do. And I thank you for what you will do. And as always, I leave as I came with another banger.